Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Screen Trends. Today we're going to be talking about why video game movies almost always fail. But before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Now let's jump in. Video game movies are becoming kind of popular, but at the same time, they almost always fail and get horrible reviews and don't actually have a lot of people watching them. So you might be wondering, why do they make these films? And why do they fail in the first place? Well, we're going to be talking about that right now. Alright guys, so one reason why video game movies always fail is the fact that they don't focus on what's truly important. Now guys, it's usually the story in a movie that's truly important. You guys all know this, but video game movies usually don't do that and don't focus on it. Instead, they focus on a lot of special effects, visual effects, and humor instead of actually focusing on the story that they made the movie about in the first place. The next reason why video game movies almost always fail is the fact that they choose video games that either have too little of a story or too much of a story. I mean, take a game like Need for Speed for example. The original game's story is extremely vague. It's basically just cars racing, and there really wasn't a story to actually adapt into a movie. But on the other hand, games such as Warcraft that have been adapted into movies are extremely horrible because they have been trying to adapt 100 hours of gameplay into an under 2-hour movie. It's obviously going to do bad. Now guys, the next reason as to why video game movies almost always fail is that sometimes they don't really add anything creative and the audience seems very disappointed after watching it. I mean, a lot of the times when people actually stream games, a lot of people that are watching story-based games really like watching the gamer kind of play online and figure out their own way to use the game and the story. Whereas movies don't really put anything creative in. So as opposed to watching a streamer to watching a movie, it's extremely disappointing and there's not a lot of creativity in it. Guys, another reason, and a really important reason about why video game movies always fail, is the fact that there's a lot of little moments in video games that a lot of people consider a make or break in gaming, or really unforgettable moments in gaming. Now, these moments are really hard to capture on film. For example, in Red Dead Redemption, one of the most unforgettable moments in it is when the sound of your horse slowly fades, you hear an acoustic melody by artist Jose Gonzalez, and you have to ride across the southern border. Things like this simply cannot be recreated in a movie, because watching someone ride a horse for 15 minutes would not really be fun at all. And finally guys, the last reason we're going to be talking about, we touched on a bit earlier, but we need to go more in depth. A lot of video games have stories that are either 10 hours, 20 hours, even up to 100 hours of gameplay. Now this is simply impossible to translate into a 2-hour film. Think about it guys, even if they did a 3-series movie, they still wouldn't be able to capture that many hours in those short of movies. But anyways guys, this brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.